It's the fat shame.
There's a lot of talk about trauma, healing, self improvement. Like, you're never allowed to just be. Everything is a flaw and weakness that came from a past trauma, and you can self improve your way to perfection. But the thing is, you never reach perfect, okay? Every version of you is still gonna have flaws and insecurities and weaknesses. You were born to two people, neither of them perfect. Each of them with their own flaws and weaknesses and insecurities. Multiply that by two, and it's passed on to you as trauma. Everyone has trauma, okay? It's the starting line, it's the way it's supposed to be. Now, I know people use the word trauma very loosely for every single flaw they have when it's supposed to be used for like the hard hitting stuff. But as long as it's not the hard hitting stuff, everyone has, it's like basic trauma level. We were never supposed to be perfect. You have a temper, you're overconfident, you are brash in the way you speak, you have trust issues, you're stubborn. And so what? You're not going to one day be a disciplined, confident, emotionally regulated, understanding, brilliant alien. You're not going to work on all your flaws and one day become perfect. Like, you finally become a finished product that can be packaged and sold like fucking processed food. We all have a long list of weaknesses and flaws. They make up who we are just as much as our strengths do. I love my sister, not just because she is funny and smart and beautiful, but because she is stubborn, overly sensitive. I'm not good with emotional people, but I can handle them thanks to my sister. My point is, your weaknesses and your strengths, your flaws and your merits, your insecurities and certainties become a story of who you are. Pick any person in your life that you love and talk about them. You'll notice that, sure, you talk about their strengths and what they love and what they do best, but the major part of the things you say about them are how they're not a morning person and you have to drag them out of bed, how they are stubborn or overconfident and you sometimes make it a mission to prove them wrong, how they stress about every little thing they can fix, how they tell terrible jokes, how they always do that one annoying thing. This all comes together to make the beauty that is human. You don't love your people despite their flaws, you love them with their flaws. So, why do we refuse to extend the same grace to ourselves? Don't let anyone scam you into thinking you have to self develop your way to perfection. But what life requires of us is balance, growth, regulation. What aspect of your life can you afford to be crooked? You fear cockroaches, and so what? Can you not afford to not fear cockroaches? You're quick to anger, and this is impacting you and the people you love. Work on it. You lack confidence, and this is causing you to shrink. Get on it. You wear only black, you don't read as much, and you want to change that. Well, make a plan to fix that. Or hopefully you get around to fixing it someday because not everything needs to be fixed all the time at the same time. You have to decide what matters most right now, your anger, your fear, your indecisiveness, then focus on that. The other flaws are just background noise. Accept them. We all have a long list of flaws and insecurities and things we should fix, but we never get around to fixing them. Or we haven't gotten around to fixing them. The goal isn't to fix everything, it's to grow, to improve the parts that are costing you peace and connection, and accepting the fact that you will always be a little rough around the edges. And this mirrors life perfectly. Just like life is never sorted, you're never fully sorted either. There'll always be something to work on, something to learn, something to fix, something to heal from. But you want to be a balanced dumpster fire, okay? Balance is basically rotating which area you're not doing great at. You decide for yourself what flaws and insecurities you're okay with having, because remember, they will be passed on as trauma to your kids. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our videos in the catalog. You might just find something that speaks to you. Until next time, my name is Mariam Fat.